Hi and welcome to the preview of the two big races at Flemington tomorrow. Looks like it's going to be a bit of a swamp there, but before we touch on those two big races, let's look back at last week's Cox Plate, and turned out as we probably all predicted. Given the race and took off and came home in 34.92 in the off track, they were never going to beat him. But
just a fascinating race. I mean, more Joyce, she tried her guts out, but
just not good enough.
Yeah, just not good enough. So you think just a class above him.
Yeah.
And zipping really brilliantly, and and Wall Street. I think Wall Street. He was
blew it at the start, didn't he?
He blew it at the start.
Just been slow out. Got behind the wrong horse.
Got behind that bloody Hong Kong horse. And,
just went backwards at the wrong time. But frustrated going all that way. But that's racing and.
But he did make ground. I mean, he whacked away.
He whacked away.
Yeah. But I'd just love to see them, like you said, on the back of So You Think.
Yeah, if he could have got out. Yeah. Colby could see he was trying to get out, but if he could have got on So He Thinks back, would have made it interesting. But
it certainly would have.
He wouldn't have beaten him, but they got third or fourth. So yeah,
I just love the comment on National. I said, look, at the half he was confident of winning. He said at the 600 he was gone because So You Think sucked the life out of him.
Yeah, look at that.
And that's what champions do.
This week's informant, So You Think on there. Keep that copy. It's going to be really worthwhile keeping. This thing could be anything. We don't know yet. Given decent tracks. So make sure you keep that copy. The informant, please support it. It's a great read. I would keep them all. And we need to keep this paper because it's the focal point of all racing and breeding and punting and all sorts of things. Without that, punters lose interest, I reckon, and the whole industry loses out. So,
and it's just sensational articles, like Neil does an article in there each week, and it's great tips.
And the breeding articles and everything.
Yeah. Like the punters page and the trotting. It's just you look forward to it every week.
Yeah, and the owners are keen. They're real racing people, and they're keen to keep the paper going as long as they can. And please support them, and I can only see it getting better.
I hope that there's no doubt it will get better because they have to now because TAB are putting so much pressure on.
Yeah, I'd like to see them have a web presence, so maybe updates on a Friday afternoon with more articles and interviews with trainers, etc. But that's all in the future. But we'll see anyway. Yeah, on to the two big races tomorrow. Now the MacKinnon Stakes. Based on let's make it a slow to heavy track.
Well, you've got track. Yeah, I mean, they're predicting 30 mils of rain. They even gave the time it's going to start raining, 10 o'clock Friday night. So that's how confident they are.
Yeah, okay. Let's base it on a heavy track then, okay? On a wet, heavy track.
Yep.
So You Think, $1.60. Would you put your house on them?
Yeah.
All three houses?
Oh, yeah.
Would you?
Yeah, I forgot three. I've given away three houses to exes, but
$1.60, would you?
Yeah. Yeah, it'll just be too good for them again. He's trained up beautifully.
5 chocolate fish.
I think make it 50.
50, you're right. Okay. On a heavy track, that Flemington track is notorious for favourites getting beaten. And I couldn't back him at $1.60. $2 you'd back him?
Well, I'll get out to $2.
Yeah, it's $2. I probably wouldn't. No, I think it's a watch race for me. I'll have a small interest on Shocking.
Yeah, not on 2000, I wouldn't touch it.
But on a heavy track, it's going to be running like a 2-1.
No.
That's what I thought. He'd be dropping back from the Caulfield Cup. Weight for age suits him on his favourite track. On a wet track that won't suit most runners in that race. I think I'll have a little dabble on him each way. That's what I'm thinking there. But So You Think, it's a sit back and watch race for me, really.
Well, it is.
I'd love to see him win.
Yeah. There's really no importance on the race. I mean, we hope Ginga
does well. He won last time, but...
And that little Mary boy, Michael Walker, boy, is he riding well?
I hope so. Yeah.
Did you see he got a shirt off the other night?
Yeah.
And showed off all his marriage. He's a character, that boy.
He's going really well. Great to see him turn. He's sort of really matured, mentally too. So great to see.
I think that's.
Sailor Gear, every chance last start. Trifectas maybe. Gingadoo, as we said, he could have a good chance.
Well, he's got to be top 3 pick. I mean, he has to be. He goes well on the track.
Gingadoo.
He's got to be top 3 pick.
Yeah.
I mean, Desperado would be too short for it. Trusting doesn't go in the wet.
Oh no, he's got natural early pace, Desperado. He'll stick on. He's fit.
Yeah, but you're training for a 2-mile race. You're not training for a 2,000 metre race.
Yep.
And.
It is a watch race, isn't it? Really?
No, it is. Yeah.
Trusting.
No, not on a wet track.
No.
Yeah.
Faint perfing maybe, but no, it's just put your feet up, maybe have a small box trifecta, and So You Think looms up with 20 metres to go. I'll be cheering for him, even though I'll probably just back shot.
Well, I'd say they just go to the front on So You Think, because there's no pacemaker in that field.
Yeah, or Kangaroo to go forward.
But I think So You Think we'll just do exactly like just sit outside the Ginger, or it'll be there's so many back runners in that field. It's unbelievable.
Good race to watch.
Yeah.
Okay, on to the Derby.
The Derby.
Now, very big field on a wet track. It's going to mean that if they're coming wide, which they often do there, it's going to be interesting to see how Retrieve gets ridden. Because he's drawn 2, he's going to sit right behind the pace.
Yes.
He's the obvious one to be in a heavy track. Rekindled Interest, terrific horse, but without choice on a heavy track, just couldn't have it. Good
form on a wet track.
Means it won a wet
It
track.
hasn't won, but it's 2 runs on a heavy and a soft. It's been flying home. Remember those?
Not a true heavy though.
Yeah,
Is it?
yeah, I'm true heavy.
At Caulfield, yeah.
Yeah, Caulfield, that was a heavy track, and it was flying home. I've said all along, the first time I saw this horse, I said I haven't backed it yet because I've been waiting for it to get to Flemington. To me, it is the obvious one. There is no more obvious a horse to back than Rekindled Interest.
I just can't back without choices on heavy track.
I realise that, but I mean,
He's a good horse, right?
This thing, and the way it just brained him last week.
If it was a good, if it drained out,
Well, you don't
a reasonable track, he'd be the one to beat. But Retrieve, I think, that run last start, he got all favours, but
it's a dead set Quinella.
Yeah, you could see the top of the straight he was going to win that. He just ground him down, but.
Amazing that, and they changed their tactics on Rekindled Interest. They've been riding it back, and it's been so. Why they did that, I don't know. But according to the trainer, it was by design. And then last start, he said to the jockey, "Go forward, put him in a place, and look at the difference." Man, what a difference that made.
Oh, yeah, he's a good horse,
so I think his training's perfect. He's been trained to the minute. Loves the further they go, the better. He's been crying out for Flemington, and I think it can win wet or fine. I think it is a great bet.
Okay, well, I'll be going Retrieve.
Yeah,
I'll be going Retrieve on top for me.
Definitely Retrieve for second.
I'll put Lion Tamer in for second. Great run last week. Nice pace, good pace. Didn't get all favours in front.
Won't mind a wet track.
Yeah.
The dam's out of Generous, so they love a wet track.
So Randwick on a fish up there, didn't he, on a heavy track? So.
I think that was more a freak performance. I don't know whether that was a true indication, but
he's a horse I never liked in New Zealand, really.
Yeah.
But it's certainly, they've got on the Bakers. They backed their judgment and took him over there, and they've certainly proved me right.
And they've loved the state, and they've loved the state money too.
Yeah. Retrieve, Lion Tamer. I'll put a Rekindled an Interest depending on that track, and Shadow of Excellence. That right down the bottom.
Probably won't get in.
Probably. Okay. We'll leave it in.
Emergency 2. So.
Okay. What do you take? Actually, it's probably an AB trifecta. If you take Retrieve, you really like Rekindled, take those 2 for first and second. If it's a reasonable track, I reckon, and the field for third, you could pick up a really good trifecta.
I can't see those 2 getting beat. I mean, they're the most seasoned, they're the most professional. Retrieve just goes along. Stablemate's in there to set the pace. Yellow Loner. I just think it's a dead set Quinella. I don't think you can go wrong there.
You think so, wouldn't you? Yeah. Flemington, I just can't back with confidence there. Yeah. If you're not a wet track, but that's the sort of race you could pick up a really good price with an AB trifecta.
You got your 4?
Yep.
So what are they in order?
I'll go 1 Retrieve, and I'll put in Lion Tamer on a heavy track for second, Rekindled Interest for third, and Digital Fortress for fourth.
You just took my pick. Well, I think Rekindled Interest. Like I say, I've been watching it for 4 starts or 5 starts, and it has been a Flemington horse all the way through. The wet track won't worry it. The jockey's in front. It's been trained to the minute. It is perfect. Yep. So I think it's a bet of the day. It'll be my bet of the day anyway. For second, Retrieve, the most professional, brilliant trainer, brilliant jockey. I think it's a late ad of the day. And Digital Fortress out of a down a single mare. Lovely run last start to third to Retrieve.
Yeah, it was a nice run.
Yeah, loves the wet Savabeel out of a down a single mare. Man, they swim. So I think if it gets really wet, definitely chuck it in for third. And I agree with Neil. which I hate doing, but you know, for fourth, I think line table for fourth,
Yep.
and basically the others are just running for fun. I can't see much else.
Yep.
I hope Roger's horse shoot off. That's won a couple of nice races, but you know, I just don't know when it's got the class to run a place. But yeah, I think rekindle interest. Just pull it on.
Yep. Right now, racing in New Zealand tomorrow, we've got Fielding and Waipa. Waipa, well, both tracks look like they're going to be pretty reasonable. So, been going through. We've done a couple of races already, and I'll be going through the rest of the fields today, and I've got 2 or 3 sorted out already. So, it's looking pretty good for tomorrow. What else?
Remember, we've got a mountain of racing coming up.
Yeah.
So choose your bets carefully, because
Yep.
there's a lot of racing coming
and
up.
we'll do a preview of the Melbourne Cup
Oh yeah,
Monday.
yeah.
Set up Monday night, and be careful tomorrow. Heavy track at Flemington. Looks like there's a bit of betting in New Zealand actually. Some nice bets there, but hopefully we can make some dollars for you, and happy punting.